Welcome to the virtual moving up and graduation ceremony of Ananong Elementary School. I am Chome Jiruwi.
And I am Irene T. Rodolfo.
And we will be your ladies of ceremonies for today. God's timing isn't always our timing. He may not work things out the way we planned, but He is working things out for better.
This COVID-19 pandemic has really changed everything around the world, from our basic routinary way of living to celebration of big events which had suddenly shifted to new normal.
But despite of all the challenges, learners still pursue their studies because it is believed that education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today.
Graduation and moving up marks a milestone for every learner who did their best to complete the basic requirements in kindergarten and elementary level.
Today, another history will slowly unfold as we come to an end of the school year 2020-2021. As we battle for this serious crisis of our country, we will still continue to celebrate the successes of our learners through this virtual graduation ceremony.
To the proud parents, teachers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, mabuhay! And welcome to the virtual moving up and graduation ceremony of the class 2020-2021 of Ananong Elementary School with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic.
Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today in this important event. Bless everyone present here today, that each one of us may be able to share what he or she have for your glory and honor. We pray for our graduates today and lift them before you. We ask for your peace to cover them. We ask for laughter and joy to fill their days. We pray that you would give them boldness and courage to face challenges set before them, with the confidence of peace that can only come from your Spirit. Be a lamp for their feet and a light to their path. Shine over them. Fill them with your Spirit. May today be a memory that burns bright within them as they embark on life's great adventure. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We ask all of this in your name. Amen.
Dear beloved Nicolanda, of the Virgin of Peñafran, singing our praise to thee. Where the flames, sparkling rivers and seas, hills and mountains, trees adore. From the shores across the seas, all nature's here to thee abound. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, our native land, behold. Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Masbates, Sorsogon. Sinisogiriga, Nagalikaw, Legazpi, Tabaco, Sorsogon, and Masbate, a born of noble heroes, land of the free. Oh, Mount Mayon is watching over thee. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet aflame, to truth and dignity we defend. Bicolanda, Bicolanda, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold yet flame, the truth and dignity we give. The truth and dignity we give.
To our distinguished guest, our officer in charge, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Susan S. Culano, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Maria Luisa T. De La Rosa, our officer in charge, Public Schools District Supervisor, Sir Joselito T. Ruiz, the authorized representative as the confirmation officer, Sir Amos Tito Plano, Head Teacher 2 of Quezon Elementary School. Our school head, Madam Shirley Vito Plano, our barangay captain, Honorable Jesus O. Cervantes Jr., our General PTA President, Mr. Roderick Antero, fellow teachers, parents of the children who are graduating today, graduates, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to have been chosen to welcome you all in this special occasion, the online virtual graduation of Ananong Elementary School, Viga West District, Catanduanes. Having a theme strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. In spite of all the challenges brought to us by the COVID-19 pandemic, we persevered to face it all with great determination. We continue the mission and vision of the Department of Education, and now we made it. Today is special because it is a celebration of their success in life, their elementary graduation. I know every parents feel happy to see or accompany his or her children march to receive their diploma. This is a significant day for our children, and this is also a memorable day as their parents. Therefore, let us enjoy the happiness that this moment brings. Let this moment inspire us more to support our children and their dreams in life. This is a day to thank the Lord for the wonderful gift of having them as children. Again, I welcome you all on this online virtual graduation of Ananong Elementary School.
Kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The officer in charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Susan S. Culiano. The Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Maria Luisa T. De La Rosa. The CID Chief, Sir Romel G. Pitahen. The SGOD Chief, Ma'am Mary Jane is Romero, the confirming official of this year and rights, the education program supervisors, the PSDSS, the school heads, the guest of honor, parents, students, televiewers, good day. One of the most awaited days by the parents, learners and teachers has come, which is the end of the academic year for this school year. That at the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, many are suggesting that education should be withheld due to the fact that safety of the learners and teachers was at risk. But the Department of Education find ways and means to combat against health threats among clientele, but pursued the principle, education must continue. Our think tanks in the academe introduced the different modes of distance learning while avoiding the spread of the virus. Some of them are the radio-based instruction, the TV-based instruction, and the most widely used, the modular instruction. That is because it was based on the surveys from the parents on what mode shall be used in our locality. Then it prevailed that modular instruction will be used. Why? Because it could be implemented in all areas, that even in those areas which has no internet coverage. However, from that solution comes out another difficulty on how we could assure that the pupils are the one doing their tasks and not the parents or other persons connected with the child. Here comes another answer, that the child should be recorded in a video while doing the written outputs and performing the tasks. What happened? The concern has been solved. Therefore, education is still on its quality even during pandemic. It is in this mode that learners have survived. With the help of the learning facilitators, our parents, by the learning support aides, and of course by the teachers and other school officials. Our learners deserve the fruits of their efforts for this school year. Please give them a virtual clap. Na kahit na may pandemya, hindi sila natigil sa pag-aaral. Na dumagdag ang edad nila, pero dumagdag din ang kaalaman nila. Na kahit na sa gitna ng COVID-19, makapagtatapos sila ng tama sa edad, na alam kong ikinatutuwa naman ng mga magulang. Ang kailangan ay masusing kooperasyon at pagtutulungan ng lahat. At tiyak, makakamit natin ito at ang tagumpay laban sa pandemya at laban sa kahirapan sa gabay ng puong may kapal. In behalf of the Department of Education, as the officer in charge of Viga West District, congratulations and mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong mag-aaral.
Representative of the Schools Division Superintendent, Schools Division of Catanduanes, Mr. Amos T. Tuplano, Head Teacher 2 of Quezon Elementary School, Viga West District. May I present to you 10 grade 6 pupils. 7 are boys and 3 are girls. 13 movers, 6 boys and 7 are girls. For school year 2020-2021 of Ananong Elementary School, Biga West District, who have satisfactorily completed the requirement of the basic education curriculum prescribed by the Bureau of Elementary Education, Department of Education, for confirmation of their graduation and recognition. This 14th day of July 2021 at Ananong, Biga, Catanduanes, Philippines.
By virtue of the authority given me by the Department of Education through the school's Division Superintendent, Madam Susan Escoriano, and upon the recommendation of your school head, Mrs. Cheryl Otoplano, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the basic education curriculum under the Bureau of Elementary Education, Department of Education, I hereby confirm your graduation this 14th day of July 2021 at Ananong Elementary School, Ananong, Biga, Catanduanes. Congratulations. By virtue of the authority given me by the Department of Education, through the school's Division Superintendent, Madam Susan Escoriano, and upon the recommendation of your school head, Mrs. Cheryl Otoplano, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the basic education curriculum under the Bureau of Elementary Education, Department of Elementary Education. I hereby recognize you to move on the next ladder of basic education this 14th day of July 2021 at Ananong Elementary School, Ananong, Biga, Catanduanes. Congratulations.
Dear graduates, completers, awardees, parents, school officials, PTA officials, barangay, municipal, and provincial government officials, one and all in the elementary and secondary schools in the happy island of Catanduanes. A blessed day to all of you. I believe positivity abounds today because it is your graduation or completion day. That is why today calls for big congratulations and celebrations. As your extended fan, I am sending my virtual applause for your success this year. Normally, during graduation seasons, what comes out viral is the quote, "Poverty is not a hindrance to success." Yes, it is classically true. However, in this time of pandemic, when the banner slogan of the Department of Education goes, "Education must continue," you have indeed proven it true. Hence, we could resonantly say, pandemic is not a hindrance to success. And so I thank you and congratulate you for continuing. You now belong to the legacy of the pandemic, who are epitomes of commitment and resiliency. But what about your success? What had been the ingredients that made the flavors of graduation and completion and brought you through to this moment? I would like to highlight some enablers. They are as important as your certificates and as significant and precious as your diploma. First, you yourself. Thank you and salute to you for making schooling as your priority. You have developed strong attitudes towards distance learning, which made you the best distance and digital learners in this age and time. Your ambition to learn and understand as much as possible make up your ambitious learning goals, which are the triggers of value for your future careers. Ang tawag dito ay ambisyon at disposition. These two are very important. Wala silang substitute. Kung gusto mong lumigaya ang iyong buhay sa darating na panahon, wag na wag mong bibitawan ang iyong ambisyon. Subalit, kailangan mo din ang tamang disposisyon at yan ang manibela ng inyong aksyon. Remember, all have been given the same chances to secure a proper education, even during a trying time. How you secured it makes up the biggest ingredient for success. Latest study revealed that students' dispositions to develop ambitious learning goals and to attribute high value to school may be particularly important for maximizing the effect of online learning. For instance, in Ireland, dahil wala pa tayong study dito sa Pilipinas, among students making extensive use of ICT for schoolwork, those with ambitious learning goals scored 32 more points in reading compared to their peers lacking ambitious learning goals. Sila yung mga hindi lang umaasa sa ibibigay na module ng teachers or sa available na learning materials from schools. Sila yung mga hungry for more students, mga ML students, mobile learners, at hindi mobile legend players who crave for more and spend the whole time they have for reading, searching, researching, questioning, analyzing, integrating, and applying what they learn. They are those who feel satisfied only when their craziest, if not the weirdest questions are answered. Take note, not only by their teachers, but by themselves. Kaya sabihin nyo sa sarili nyo, salamat sa ambisyon at disposisyon kong matuto, nandito ako ngayon. The fundamental roles that your parents and all your extended family members play are credited to the highest level. The school year has literally demanded for an involvement of your parents and family members when they took their roles as para-teachers, as guides, coaches, and mentors. With them and their ready hands, you were able to successfully work on your modules and prepared your requirements. And so I praise and thank the family members for the enormous support they have given you. Please receive my virtual applause and salute to our dear parents, our para-teachers, family members. Our dearest teachers and school officials have become instant digital and distance learning teachers and facilitators of modules and all kinds of learning resources available. They have exerted extra special effort to make sure that learning continues. They injected the best motivation for you to carry on, to master your task, and keep yourself improving and performing, transforming, and succeeding in every step of the way. Lalong-lalo na sa mga panahon na gusto nyo nang bumitaw sa paghawak ng module. Kumapit pa rin kayo dahil sa patuloy na pag-aalaga at pagpapahalaga sa inyo ng mga guro. Thank you, dearest teachers and school officials, for nurturing our learners. Lastly, and most important, you valued the existence and intercession of God in our daily battle for survival, invoking His name always and placing our hope, our faith in His great love and power. During this time, we depended on Him in our need for wisdom, for light, and for all sources of strength and our much needed provisions. And yes, we survived the test and remained steadfast to our faith. All this teach us the lesson of our faith in God. Going this far and becoming excellent or achieving quality education during pandemic was an enormous work for you. Now, to strengthen your takeaway, your education and its quality, you need to hold on to that same formula, but be mindful of some lessons that come in surprise. For example, life is unpredictable. It is a reality. So embrace it, but never surrender to its unpredictability. Along the way, there are checkpoints, delays, but there would always be a road wide open for you to travel on despite the blocks. And this is a mark of resiliency. Yan din ang tatak ng isang katandunganon. Take control and be a rightful and responsible user of the most obvious learning opportunity, which is the ubiquitous application of technology. Manage your own learning by nourishing even the littlest sources of learning that give you hope for thinking how that learning would work. Build narratives that highlight your successes, but make every dim light of your schooling an inspiration. Build more your sense of self-efficacy, your ability and commitment to overcome difficulties on your own, and assure yourself that no matter how dramatic and difficult the situation may be, you will carry on with the same fervor for education. But, ladies and gentlemen, our dear completers and graduates, as you grow more in learning, please take a balance of your life, for success is useless if your mind and body are not well. Again, these two do not have any substitute. Inspired by this year's theme, with prayers for your success, I summon you to carry on to the next wonderful world of schooling. Seize it with increased enthusiasm, genuine humility, and don't forget, ambitious goals. Thanks to your much reputed alma mater for ably preparing you for this. Finally, I say, always find God, find good, and find silver lining in all your experiences. Be an example of goodness too. Give grace to yourself and to others, and move on with firm resolve that you will be the best version of yourself, thereby reckoning the day when you proudly say, I am the person I have been waiting and looking for. Dear graduates, dear completers, isulong ang iyong edukasyon na puno ng pag-asa, kaakibat ng tiyaga at paggabay sa inyong ambisyon, disposisyon at positibong aksyon, kasabay ng aming panalangin na ang pagpapala ng Diyos ay sumainyo lagi. Again, congratulations, good luck, and mabuhay!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To our distinguished guest, our officer in charge of the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Susan Esculiano, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Maria Luisa T. de la Rosa, our officer in charge, Public Schools District Supervisor, Joselito Terruiz, the authorized representative, confirming officer Amos Tito Plano, our school head, Cheryl B. Plano, our barangay captain, Honorable C. Cervantes Jr., our general PTA president, Honorable Roderick Antero, teachers, parents of graduating pupils, fellow graduates, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am absolutely honored to be standing here, representing the graduating class of 2021. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank you for joining us on this auspicious occasion. Thank you to everyone who is part of the school. Thank you to our supportive school head, Ma'am Cheryl B. Plano. Thank you to our dedicated teachers, parents, families, and friends. You all have helped shape us into the people you see today, and I can say in total confidence that without you we would have become very different. As students and friends, we have made many memories together, many good and some bad, most of which we can now look back upon and laugh. We went through so much during the past years. We often clash over what some might call trivial situations. And despite the fighting, we never hesitated to have each other's backs. I consider myself lucky to have met you all and to be a part of the strong bond we have created. We have had the best teachers who truly cared about us and taught us with passion. They give everything they had in hopes of molding great contributors to society. Fellow graduates, I have known you for a long time, and I know that each and every one of you was something special. We are all creative and smart in many ways, so please promise that no matter how cliche this sounds, you will never doubt yourself. Alan Aldawan said, "Don't ever aim your doubt at yourself, laugh at yourself, but don't doubt yourself." I am counting on seeing you conquer life in your own fantastic way, and I know we will keep in touch. Up until recently, I felt apprehensive whenever I thought of finishing school and starting a new chapter. But standing here today, after going through elementary years, I am filled with ecstasy and excitement to venture into another world and offer all I have despite of this very challenging learning modalities. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, I hope Ananong Elementary School will always continue to nurture excellent learners. Like what are them talks about strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Once again, thank you, and I hope you will hear good things from us. In the near future, congratulations, class 2020 to 2021, and God bless us all.
To our distinguished guests, our Officer in Charge Schools Division Superintendent, Susan S. Collano, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Maria Luisa T. De La Rosa, our Officer in Charge Public Schools District Supervisor, Joselito T. Ruiz, the Authorized Representative of the Schools Division Superintendent, and the Confirming Officer, Amos Tito Plano, our School Head, Cheryl Vito Plano, our Barangay Captain, Honorable Jesus Cervantes Jr., our General PTA President, Honorable Roderick Antero, teachers, parents, graduates, movers, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. To all the movers and graduates present here today in this momentous event, I commend you for the hard work you put in reaching what you have achieved today. As graduates, do not think that learning will stop here. Treat this virtual graduation as a gateway to a higher level of learning. There would always be trouble along the way, but with all that has been said, do not see tomorrow with a dim light, for what lies beyond this day could be the highlight of your lives, the well-deserved fruit of all your labor. Remember that money is earned and spent, but experience and wisdom through dedication, hard work, and strong faith will take you places and give you happiness that no amount of money can buy. To all the parents, accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partner of the DepEd in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love you bestowed to the learners through the years. Finally, with this happy celebration of our graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our theme for this year, strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and good day, everyone.
Congratulations, movers and graduates, and to your proud parents. Go forth, grow, and be successful.
Philosopher Pell once said, "Success is no accident. It is a hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what we are doing and learning to do."